Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Is It Worth Growing video, or series, or whatever you want to call it now. And we're going to be going over the new flyer that just came out, I believe, last week, and discuss if I think he's worth growing or not. So if you guys are new to the series, how this works is I basically discuss the things I like about the creature, the things I do not like about the creature, and then I discuss at the end if I think it's worth your time growing or should you spend your time growing something else. And then as always, you guys give me your opinions down below because I love to know what you guys think as well. I did do a poll on my channel and asked you guys if you thought it was worth growing, and out of 646 votes, 84% said yes, it's worth growing, and 16% said no, it's not worth growing. But let's talk about the things I like about this creature. So the first thing obviously is that he's a flyer. So to activate the flying, all you have to do is jump and then jump again while you're in midair, and then you fly. Fairly simple. The movement is actually really good. You do have precise movement, so that I also like that about him as well. So if you just want to hover over somebody and look at them or just do whatever, you can precise move in midair, which is pretty cool. The speed of him right now, this is the fastest speed we can go. Not super fast, but it's nice for just cruise control and just, look around on the map and all that stuff. It's really nice. Another thing I like is his stamina. He does have good stamina drain, so that means his stamina doesn't drain as fast, as long as you're not doing anything crazy in the air, so you can travel far distances without losing stamina. And don't worry, if you do lose stamina, you mostly just drop to the ground and that's it to land, and you don't get really hurt. You could also, the thing I like about him is you could also swim in the water. That is right. Once you get in the water, you can swim, and he seems to be a little bit faster in water than he is when he's flying. Maybe that's just how it looks like with the animation, but you can see it looks like we're swimming really fast right now. Stamina seems to be going down a little bit quicker than when we're flying, and you have to keep track of your oxygen. But when you want to fly up, you just go right back up. So imagine if you have a whole pack with you of these things and you're fighting some Sarcos or some aquatics. You just go down here, you bite their ass, and then when they try to lunge at you, you just go right up here. And you can fly somewhere high to retain stamina. So it's really good for like getting away from creatures when you really need to buy yourself some time. To land, you just, hit the ground and you will land, which is pretty good. The stamina recovery is actually really fast. So if we lay all the way down, you can see our stamina recovers really, really quickly. Super fast. Sadly, I do not have the stats. For some reason, the stat chart that I use, I don't know if something's wrong with it or if they changed it, but it's not showing any of the official dino stats anymore. So if any of you guys have a link to the current dino stats again, and you want to link it down in the comments, I would appreciate that, because the link I've been using apparently only shows the modded dinos now and not the officials anymore. Another good thing I like about him, especially on this Gondola map, is when you're thirsty, if you guys may know, on the Gondola map, you have tons of saltwater rivers and lakes around here, and then you have some freshwater rivers and lakes. Salt water, if you drink salt water, obviously it's going to make you a lot more thirsty, and I wouldn't suggest drinking that. The good thing about being this guy and being a flyer is you can fly across the map straight to where the fresh water is and drink some. So for example, if we wanted to drink water right now, we have salt water here, so that's no biggie. All we got to do is just jump and just fly ourselves to another river somewhere, and we will get fresh water. So it's fairly simple like that, because if you're a land dino or a land creature, you're going to have to like walk across, and then you got to risk fighting people. So other than that, the only threat to you in the sky is another flyer. Other than that, nobody can touch you. So it's going to be more of a threat when they add more flyers in the future. But most of the majority of the time, another thing I like is you're mostly safe by just roaming the map and enjoying it. Also good for doing quests. Another thing I like is if you're trying to do quests, you can do it fairly easy. So all you got to do is you want to collect something. Let's say, for example, we have to collect these flowers. You would just land, then you could just pick up a flower if you have to deliver it or collect it, and then you just fly with it to the location, or you just fly to the next area where you want to collect something, giving you an easy access for questing without all the hassle of getting killed, getting jumped, or anything like that. Or you just keep an eye on your stamina and you will be good. Overall though, he is definitely a very, very fun creature to play as. Definitely for roaming the maps, for playing with friends when you have a whole group of birds, and just tons of potential. Now let's discuss the things I do not like about this guy. And we're going to start off first with his moveset. So as you can see, the only move he has is a bite. And I cannot remember off the top of my head what damage it did, but I did do a showcase video on this guy and I did say the damage, so you might have to go back there. But his bite damage is not that strong because his combat weight is very light. I believe his combat weight was like 1300, if I'm correct, which is really, really low. And his hide, he does have one that increases his swimming speed and turning, but it decreases his defense. I don't think you should worry about defense because you're going to be weak regardless. You could have the most defense in the world and you're still going to get destroyed by any dino. So I highly suggest just putting on the increased swimming speed because you can go into water and stuff like that, which would be pretty good. I believe he also has the metabolism to eat meat and fish, so I'm assuming he can go in water and grab fish as well, which is also good. And then, or he could just only eat meat. But other than that, very basic. Like, I don't even know why they have a whole hotbar for this guy when he just has one move. Like, they could have gave him, like, a barrel roll in the sky, or they could have gave him, like, anything, like, any type of mobility type of moves would have been pretty cool. And besides him trying to, you know, being able to just roam the map and explore, he's not really useful for anything else. I mean, when it comes to PvP, which is, like, I would say 60% of the game is just mostly PvP, he is not really going to be any useful in that area. Even if you have like 10 of these in a group, like you're really going to need to like avoid a lot of bites and do a lot of hits to kill something relatively mid-tier or top tier like a T-Rex or something big like that. But otherwise, other than that though, that's the only thing I can think of that I don't like about him. You guys can let me know in the comments if I missed anything that you don't like. I didn't know you could do this. I'm just gliding, like I'm not even touching anything. He looks so funny. Look at his legs. Oh man. Another thing, I mean, it's not that I don't like it because I understand it, but if you fly into something, you do take damage, which is like, I guess that's fair. Because I don't, as far as I know, he doesn't take any fall damage. We tried that in a separate video and he took no fall damage. But when you fly into stuff, including other flyers, you do take some damage, so you have to be careful with that. Other than that, though, I think he's pretty solid as far as just, you know, entertainment, having fun. So, do I think he's worth growing? I will say yes. This is definitely worth growing. When you want to explore the map, have fun with your friends. PvP-wise, I would say no. Not worth growing for PvP. But if you strictly don't care about PvP, you just care about, you know, exploring, questing, roaming, then this guy is your go-to. And you can let me know in the comments if you think it's worth growing as well. I will be doing a Is It Worth Growing on the aquatic creature as well that just came out. I probably will be the next video or 2 videos later. I will put that up. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe for more Path of Titans content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.